Hello, everyone. So my name is David. I'm from the University of Hawaiʻi-West Oʻahu with the business division. I am a business instructor there, and my background is in marketing. So I teach marketing there at the University of Hawaiʻi-West Oʻahu. So I'm just going to play a short video, 30-second video of UH-West Oahu.
I came from Waiʻanae looking for an education, but UH-West Oahu offered me so much more.
A degree from UH-West Oahu brought me that much closer to my dream job. Professors were so helpful and supportive of my journey toward the next step in my medical career.
UH-West Oahu put me in a position to succeed by challenging me to grow, exposing me to worldviews, and expanding my community outlook. Learn more at westoahu.hawaii.edu.
So that is the current commercial that's being run. Hopefully some of you saw it. So before we go on to talk a little bit more about UH-West Oahu, I want to take this time to just tell you a little bit about me. So I graduated high school here in Oahu in 2008. If you do remember what happened in 2008, the recession happened. So during this time, jobs were hard to come by, and really it was either go to college or basically stay home. So I decided to go to college and also join the military at this time. So I enlisted in the Hawaii Army National Guard. That paid for my college, and I went on to KCC, Kapi'olani Community College, and graduated from there in 2012 with my AS in marketing. I later transferred to UH-West Oahu, where I currently work, so it made the full circle. Graduated at UH-West Oahu in 2013 with my Bachelor's of Art in Business Administration in marketing. And right after UH-West Oahu, I went on to grad school at Chaminade University, where I earned my master's in business administration. And making that full circle, I came back and I'm here today. I've been teaching at the university for 4 years. I started in 2016, and I love my job and I love seeing my students succeed. So hopefully you get to be part of that experience and start this journey here at UH-West Oahu. So that's about me. I've been trying to click to the next slide, but my computer literally just froze. So let's see what happened here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So here's my class. So my classes are huge. I enjoy working with students and having them in the classroom, very hands-on. So with this whole COVID-19 that's happening, where we have to go virtual now, is just trying to find out a new way to interact with students and make their experience at UH-West Oahu a great learning experience. So we're currently doing that right now. Our in-person class is also great. And you see the picture to your right, why you should go to UH-West Oahu. So number one reason why is free parking. Did I mention parking was free? So when you get to campus, parking is free. And there's usually always parking at UH-West Oahu. We just extended our parking lot. So there's more parking accommodations. Second one, why you should attend UH-West Oahu is the smart classes. So the current ratio of student to teacher is 1 to 18. So 18 students to every instructor or professor. And this really gives that feeling that your professor cares about you and has one-on-one time with you. And they can guide you in your career based on what is your interest, what do you want to do, what do you want to get out of your academic journey. And having that ratio so small, your professor gets to know you on a more personal level and develop you to be a leader in the community. Number three, the fastest growing university in Oahu. So UH-West Oahu is the fastest growing university currently. Our enrollment is always up by 12% every year since last year. So we are seeing a big enrollment, and our campus is still expanding. Currently, we're built in our creative media building. And after this, hopefully we'll get a business building. However, we are expanding, so our campus is getting larger and larger every year. And next one is, it's an easy commute. If you live in town and you go to UH-West Oahu, which I did when I was a student, it's a very easy commute because everyone's going the opposite direction, where everyone's coming to town and you're heading out town, West Oahu. And finally, the last one, awesome professors. Did I mention that our professors are great? And hopefully I'll be one of them. So given small class ratio, we again, interact with a student, engage our students on a deeper level since we have that ratio of a small classroom. And professors at UH-West come from different backgrounds. They are experts in their field with their doctorate degree, PhD. So they really bring that whole experience that they have to offer to students to learn and eventually grow as business leaders for Hawaii and globally. Yeah. Go to the next slide. All right, so I think I mentioned I was a big Star Wars fan, so this is my office. It's decked out with Star Wars stuff. So you have a chance, come by my office to see that collection. All right, so now I'm gonna go on to talk about more about UH-West Oahu. So the university was founded in 1976. The original location was at Newark Community College, right at this, it was a portable. And in 2012, it moved to its current location, which is in Kapolei. It is a four-year university, so we do have freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors at our university. And our current student count number is we have 3,000 students, again, with the average class size about 20 students per class. Tuition, so tuition rate, out of all the three universities in Hawaii, we have the lowest tuition rate. Our tuition rate is $306 per credit for residents, and for $3,672 for 12 credits or more. And the good thing about this part is if you take more than 12 credits per semester, your tuition is going to be capped off at $3,672. So any more classes that you take beyond this will be considered free. I recommend you look into that if you do want to maximize your class load. It is more work, definitely. However, if you can practice good time management, you should be able to take 5 classes or 6 classes. Okay. And breakdown. So the thing about UH-West Oahu is most of our students are residents of Hawaii. If you see here, 97% of our students are residents of Hawaii. It's a mixed campus. We have different students from each region of Oahu, and class sizes, again, is small. That's one of our benefits of going to UH-West Oahu. So really, it feels like a community in Hawaii, given that all the students are residents here in Hawaii. Okay. Next slide. All right. So our business division actually makes up the largest degree program at UH-West Oahu. We make up 30% of the student body. So the business division is the largest division. And breaking down in terms of concentration, accounting is our largest concentration, followed by management and then general business here. So UH-West Oahu has 8 main concentration that students can focus in. And those concentrations are accounting, management, general business, marketing, finance, hospitality and tourism, which started about 2 years ago, and facility management, which started also 2 years ago. Okay, so degree requirement. So the requirement for our degree is 45 upper division credits, meaning that your classes are 300 to 400 levels, 120 total credits minimum to graduate, and 30 of those credits must be from UH-West Oahu. Course requirement, you have to take 3 upper division writing intensive classes, and your GPA has to be above a 2.0. This is your general education requirement. So students will complete this their first and second year. So you have to take your English 100, Math 103. Here will be your histories classes, your science classes, and whatnot. And then you have to take English 200 for the writing intensive classes, also Math 103, your accounting classes, and your econ classes. Okay. One of the benefits of UH-West Oahu degree is that it is constant when your core classes is from different fields. So even though you're a marketing concentration or an accounting concentration, everyone will have to take the core requirements. So the core requirements are marketing, accounting. So basically, it's a good mix of all the different concentrations. However, as a student, everyone has to take this class. And finally, your concentration will consist of 4 other classes that you take to complete your degree. And talking about a little bit about my experience at West Oahu. So my experience at West Oahu really shaped the person who I am today. Given the small classes, I was able to network with my professors and business leaders. And during my time, this is when I expressed interest that, hey, I had such a great experience here at West Oahu, and I want to give back to the community one day and hopefully teach one day. Little did I know that by me telling my professor that, I'll end up teaching not soon after graduating from there. Also, my experience at West Oahu, it's a very strong community. You get to know every single one of your classmates as you go through your programs, and getting involved is very easy. All you have to do is reach out to the different clubs that's offered, and students are always walking around campus trying to bring you into different clubs. Getting involved was key, and it really built your network level, your business skills, and really, it's an endless friendship that you have at the university. And I also met my my girlfriend there, soon to be fiance. So that was a big turning point in my life as well. So how to enroll? So to enroll, you basically go to West Oahu web's admission. I won't go too much into it since I don't know if this is first-year students, transfer students, or military students. So basically, to get more information there on how to get admission, just depending on your status, you'll just go to their website. Very easy to navigate. And also the application fee is waived for fall 2020. So definitely take advantage of this if you're planning to attend West Oahu. And going back. And that's all I have. So have any questions, let me know. Again, I'm a student there, so I can talk on the student side as well as the academic side at West Oahu. So definitely let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer your question to my best of my abilities. So questions?
In the chat box, we have several questions that have been coming through. The first one is, is culinary management a part of business?
Yes, so that will be part of our culinary. So I believe that was some cases he transferred to West Oahu. There is an memoranda for students to transfer over. So that will be more on the management side, but it is part of the business program as well.
What would be the right business field to coexist with photography and filmmaking?
Photography and filmmaking. So that one I would say marketing, because again, my background is marketing. So marketing, since you're in marketing, you're trying to find out what is it that consumers want and staying ahead of the curve, and creating flyers, ads, posters, all that collaterals, marketing collateral. So I think marketing would be a great field. However, West Oahu also has a creative media bachelor's of science in creative media. So you might want to students can look into that too if they want to go that route. So there is a creative media degree as well. And that was approved last year. So I recommend you look into that degree if you want to get into creative media.
Actually, I'm going to make a little marketing speech right here. We will have people from the Academy for Creative Media from West Oahu presenting on Wednesday, June 24th at 10:35. So if you are interested in photography and filmmaking, be sure to come back on Wednesday as well. Okay. So thanks, David. You let me get my little advertisement in as well.
Oh, absolutely. And also the creative media, they recently have a new building that just came up. So all the equipment there is brand new and the latest technology in there. So it's a great time to enroll in that program.
Okay, back to questions for you. What classes should I take in my first semester? Do I have to declare my major in my first semester, or can I wait until later?
Okay, absolutely. So the first semester, like I mentioned earlier, the first 2 years, usually you're just doing your general education requirements. So you're taking your math, science, English. However, you can begin to take business classes, but you do not have to declare your major into your junior year when you start your concentration and your degree plan. I would recommend that you declare your major as soon as you find that you're interested in something, given that way you'll know what classes you need to take instead of taking classes that you probably won't need for your degree plan. So I say the earlier you declare your major, it'll be easier to set your classes. And faculty members and the counselors are there to help you decide on what career path that you want to go into. So there's a lot of resources out there, and it's just a matter of reaching out and asking for help.
Great, thank you. Okay, what is the difference between finance and accounting?
It's not fair. I'm a marketing major. I can't answer that. I'm just kidding. So the difference between finance and accounting is more of a record keeping type of finance. It's more you're dealing with you're basically tracking the numbers of where it's going, where finance is more of investment. So finance, you're investing in stocks, bonds. So again, finance is more on the investment side. Accounting is more of the bookkeeping aspect of business.
Awesome. I think you did really great, even though you're a marketing major with that question. All right. Are there any internship opportunities?
Absolutely. So your senior year, the semester before you graduate, you have 2 options for your senior project. So the first option is called a senior project, which you have to write a paper, 20-page paper. The other option is you take a senior practicum where you get to do internship instead of writing a long paper. I recommend that route instead. But again, it depends on what kind of person you are and what you want to get out of your college degree. So there is opportunities for internship, and we also have an intern coordinator that coordinates those internships for you as you get to your senior year. Usually we'll set you up with, depending on what your career field is, we'll set you up with your internship, and it's a great experience. Most of the time our students get jobs after interning at their internship site.
Wow, that's great. Okay. If you wanted to start your own business or be a real estate agent, what class would be best to take, accounting or finance?
I'll say you should take marketing, but that's just me being biased. However, I think real estate is more of a people skill. You need to have that people skill to get yourself out there and sell. So I think marketing will be the best option for real estate. And marketing also teaches you critical thinking, how to do research, research in the market, and just getting all the numbers. And I think that's the perception with marketing, right? It's just we're advertising, we're selling. However, marketing has that part where you do research and finding out what is going on in the industry, in the market, and cater towards your customers from there. So for real estate, I would recommend marketing.
Got it. And what do you learn in facilities management concentration?
Okay. So it is a new program, and I do chat with the professor that runs that program. So facility management is where you're basically how do you manage the facility of like buildings? Most of this will be government contracted, such as the base. If you go on like military base and they need someone to manage their buildings, right? Like making sure it's clean, the AC is working, all the necessity that goes behind the scene in a building, like the electric system, the plumbing system. So facility management is more of how do you manage all that and do it in a way where people don't realize that you're doing a lot of work behind the scene in managing that building. So that is the facility management program. And it is a new program. It started about 2 years ago. And the professor that runs that program is great. He has a military background. He was a lieutenant colonel. So he has a lot of experience in that program. So it will be a great program if you're interested in that type of management.
Great. And we have a similar question just about culinary management. So what happens in those
Okay. Okay. So the culinary program, given that the culinary part, the cooking and the other part will be done at KCC. When you get to UH-West Oahu, it's going to be more on the management side. So you'll be learning more about management theories, how to manage a restaurant per se, and just the whole bigger organization. So not too much cooking. It's more learning of how to deal with people and how to manage the working force there. So more on the management side.
And if they come from LCC with an associate's in business, how much time would it take for a BBA?
Okay, so I actually transferred from KCC. So it was a similar program from Kapiolani Community College. And when I got to UH-West Oahu, I finished on average, it would take about 1.5 to 2 years to complete your bachelor's.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right, and I guess in the last 3 minutes, we can close out the same way we did with the earlier session. Is there anything they need to be aware of with COVID about online versus hybrid classes, or any suggestions that you have?
Definitely. So with this whole COVID-19 happening, most of our classes are transferring to online and hybrid. Myself personally, I do like in-person class because I have that I was able to engage with my students. However, as a business leader, one thing that you'll learn is that the only thing constant is change. So with all this changing that's happening as a business leader, you want to be able to be critically thinking, adapt to those changes, and do the best you can and get the best out of anything that you do. So as leaders, always adapt and always change.
Awesome. All right. And so can we also put contact information on the website?
Absolutely.
All right. So all of the contact information will be on our website so that if you have any additional questions or very specific questions, you can contact UH-West Oahu's business department directly. And we wanted to thank David for presenting today and being with us. Again, David, I will let you know that I am getting a lot of thank yous and great presentations in the chat. So
thank you, everyone. Yes, if you do have any questions about just my experience as a student and now as a faculty member, just let me know. Again, my job is to help you succeed and find out what you want to do in your career in the business field. So definitely reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer those questions and share with you my experience. So please, yeah, definitely contact me if you have any more questions.